go to Anton Fedyashin. He's a professor of history at American University. Great to have you on the show today. Tell us more about Austria's Freedom Party, or FPO, what this result means for Austria.
Certainly, this result means that there is a critical mass of Austrians who are disgruntled with EU policies that are coming out of Brussels, with the fact that their government feels like it is beholden more to Brussels than it is to its own people. And there's a critical mass of Austrians who are unhappy with their government's immigration policy. But let's put this into perspective also, because the story is really not about Austria itself, which after all is a middle-sized country in the EU. Of the 27 members, it's the 14th in terms of its population. This is not a heavy hitter, but it is a plot point in the arc of the increasing popularity of conservative right-wing parties in Europe, and Brussels really needs to take note and start reevaluating some of its policies.
It's a difficult victory in some ways, though. Herbert Kickl is a very polarising figure under whom other party leaders have refused to serve. What are the options for a coalition at this point?
Well, the options is only a coalition. Otherwise, the Austrians are going to end up with a caretaker government indefinitely. The French are in the same position. All of the leaders of the right-wing parties across Europe are considered persona non grata by the establishment parties. But there's no alternative but to find a common language, because after all, a lot of Europeans clearly feel unhappy about the way that the policies have been unfolding over the past several years, and they want some kind of alternative.
So how do you see then Austria's role in the European Union going forward?
I think the Austrians are going to become very slowly and very cautiously the outliers to the consensus that the EU needs to be completely open to immigration, although the EU has been trying to make changes to its policies. And then, of course, the issue of Ukraine and the linked issue of economic performance across the EU is a big issue. It's immigration and support for Ukraine that were really the two most vocal, most outstanding issues in this election, as they were in Germany, by the way, as they were in France and the Netherlands. And it seems that there is a sufficient amount of European citizens in each of the four countries that we've seen go through these elections, where the right has surged, that are questioning whether their governments put the cause of NATO expansion as their primary objective, or the well-being of their population.
All right. Thanks very much, Anton Fedyashin. Appreciate your time.